fine. If Studio Perry aren't going to animate it, looks like somebody's got to. Come on, Sakura-hun, you're up next. One more vid. The third in the series of dialogue repetitive pulp short story Naruto content. This one, Love Riding the Spring Breeze. Starts exactly how you think a Sakura story would start, thinking about Sasuke. This novel takes place almost 3 years after the events of the last, and even still, Sakura has failed to progress as a character. Like any good female lead, 60% of this book is devoted to her lusting after that Uchiha hot topic dick. Starting with the first chapter being a literal wet dream about the most attention he's ever given her.
You haven't changed. You're still annoying.
But now it's upgraded all the way to my sense of nothing to do with you. Wow, yeah, now that's character development. Conveniently abridging the murder attempts, genjutsu, and psychological abuse. And later it is, 3 years later, as her and Ino have officially set up a pediatric psychiatrist clinic, which admittedly is a pretty valid idea for a world with so many childhood traumas and fucked up nut jobs. I mean, who did let Rin die? Make a bang! Or
need to kill a certain someone.
Yeah, you know what, therapy is exactly what the ninja world needs. Even Hokage Kakashi, a guy with the most stable upbringing, funds the project. Until reports come in that authority figures are being assaulted upon visiting the Leaf Village. Daimyo and village elders struck by kunai in daylight. Suddenly, Kakashi is forced to give that funding to improving the ANBU Black Ops, after their ANBU representative, Tsukumi Kido, makes a pretty solid case for it. Because fuck the children and their PTSD, we gotta start protecting our own. Kakashi is of the opinion that in peacetime, the ANBU aren't as needed and can be somewhat filtered out. A good notion, but he's ultimately overruled because there's so much paranoia. Instead, Kakashi employs Sai to go and play detective. Let's actually go and meet our protagonist, shall we? In this novel, Sakura looks like this, and will be played by this. Hey, what's your favourite thing about the amazing protagonist, which is Sakura Hune?
That's the one with the pink hair, right?
Perfect casting! Meanwhile, Sakura and the retired Tsunade go out for a ladies' drink, and where they talk about Naruto and Hinata dating, the therapy center, and how to make boys like you. Come on, Sakura. Breasts, Tsunade says. In fact, she doesn't really have a lot of good advice at all, really. Oh, bless her, she's drunk. Yes, as a 90-year-old widow, I'll totally give you boy advice. Yes, you should keep waiting for the Final Fantasy sociopathic guy who tried to kill me and the other world leaders whilst we were asleep in cocoons. This love triangle's fucking weird. To be fair, Sakura does seem to be the only one not getting loved up. Ino does the gossip rounds, as we find out Shikamaru and Tamari seem to be a unit. Choji has a thing for Kurui, the Cloud Psycho, who kicked Sakura flying, and even Ino has started styling Sai as a B-grade Sasuke clone, which is concerning. A couple quick stabs are made at Narusaku, but like the average intelligent reader, the novel doesn't give a shit. Which is good, because how would she have time for it with all this dreary Sasuke dreaming? On that note, a poncho-wearing lone figure walks through the Sand Village wilderness, towards the camp of Sand Bandits, a group of terrorists disbanded from their village as a result of Kazekage Gaara's rule.
You serious? You want to align with us to attack Konoha?
Look, I'm obviously above you. I'm making you my subordinates now. Let's be clear. The Wind-style master doesn't have much time or patience for Uchiha elitist sass, and declines. Sasuke reacts by murdering them. Meanwhile, Detective Constable Sai is on the case, talking to the bingo book informers for leads. Yet it seems he's way off as he's ambushed by two masked men. Sai seems to be a big character in every novel so far, which leads me to believe the novels of the obligatory Sai spin-off series. Ink style. The two cloaked figures tear through the lions with their kunai. These enemies suffer from classic Jonin, but can only use shuriken and kunai syndrome, so they're little trouble as Sanai pins one down with 6 tiny tigers, an image that will never not be funny. But the joke's end as the final foes begin to sprout a tail. Sai narrowly manages to capture a purple Jinchuriki cloaked ninja in One Tails mode. But that doesn't make any sense. What are there? New Jinchuriki? Who are you? Comply and I can reduce your sentence time. But Sai ain't no judge, and the Black Mask isn't no rat, as he responds by exploding, Danzo style. Sakura and Ino take a hike to the Hidden Sand to share their success in the therapy world with other villagers. Together they can end the trope of tragic anime backstory. Gaara tells the two about Sasuke's recent actions on Sand territory, but Sakura won't believe it.
I'm telling you, Gaara, it's not Sasuke.
Then what is it that you suggest?
Well, there's all sorts of ways ninjas can make fakes. Well, we know it's not a shadow clone.
Naturally.
White Zetsu could copy faces.
He's long dead.
I think Pain had an impersonation jutsu.
Sakura, for fuck's sake, it's not going to be Pain.
It's down to Sakura to work out how somebody has framed Sasuke before the 5 nations throw him back up on a wanted list. Elsewhere, in the depths of Konoha, a team of ANBU package pills into boxes. Kido watches over a secret underground facility as his eyed, Megire, concludes his research for the day.
The budget meeting went well. Almost anticlimactic.
So, much like this plot twist then. Sekto Kage may be onto us though. Aware that we were the ones who carried out the assaults on the daimyo.
If he hadn't noticed at least that, he wouldn't be much of a Hokage now, would he?
The modern ANBU Black Ops have started to become a privatized organization and have developed some corrupt political agendas that they even rival Danzo and the goings-on of the Foundation. Megire has developed a tailed beast drug. Why?
To make mad bank, bro!
That's right, Sakura. Now before you throw your fanfic dummies over a tailed beast drug, remember Konoha has access to the greatest scientific advancements, DNA, Naruto blood, and medical ninja in the entire ninja world. Tailed Beast Cloaks can be acquired surprisingly easily. Just look at Jin and Kinkaku and the entire Shinobi Alliance.
Hurry and show your face, Sasuke. You're worth your weight in gold.
Sakura walks past the academy where she sees Naruto giving one of his regular lessons. They walk home together as Sakura confesses to the Sasuke business. It's not as if Naruto has ever overreacted to bad Sasuke news before. Luckily, this time he takes it quite well. I don't know. If Sasuke hasn't come back to the village, then I guess he just thinks it's no big deal.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I mean, like, if he was here, I'm sure he'd just say something like, you guys take care of it. Sakura laughs and wishes she could hang out with Naruto more often. Tsunade theorizes that it's likely a kind of chakra disguising shape-shifting jutsu, and that someone may have harnessed chakra simply from hair, blood, or skin. And then she says, to leave the fuck alone, she's retired. Sakura, Ino, and Sai shared their feelings with Kakashi, noting that Samurai Bridge, the Land of Iron, and the Final Valley were places that were investigated post-war. And as a result, were covered in Naruto and Sasuke DNA. Okay, now I call bullshit on this one. To find blood and skin from Naruto and Sasuke's deathmatch, the novel states the ANBU came almost instantly after Team 7 left. When exactly did they get organised enough to do this? Here? Here? Tsutsuki no Mi in there? Who would even know about the Valley of the End too? Regardless, Kakashi pairs with 3 up in a new team. Ino, Saku, Sai. Doesn't sound very good though. The mission? Track and take down Kido and Megire. I don't know, whatever, I got Hokage stuff to do. Surely enough, 3 days pass, no clues, when suddenly, I told you to leave me alone. The voice of a certain sausage in the distance. Sakura runs to find Sasuke being detained by the police force. Tell them, Sakura! I return for like 5 minutes and they suspect me of terrorism. Sakura walks forward and completely falls for Sasuke's paralysis genjutsu, as somebody behind her injects a drug into her neck. Cut to black. She awakes chained to a table where Kido stands, with his back up, all dressed in ANBU gear.
Ideally, we'd be able to kill you in front of him.
But if we kill you, then he's sure to come back running. Every man will return home for a funeral. Megire, just like many other villains, needs Sasuke's eyes in order to make the prototype for a Sharingan drug. Which, yeah, is a really silly concept, but so was the Kobe device, so go with it. And with this drug, they will become the 2 richest men in the 5 nations, inciting another countrywide war of Senju Uchiha in the process. Sakura has her routine motivational speech reminding herself that she can't stand behind everyone else anymore, waiting to be rescued. But Kido has some themed torture planned. An old ANBU takes his capsule and weaves signs to become the Sasuke fake. I love you, Sakura. he said, crouching down and peering at her. Sakura turns livid.
Please, just stop it.
Congratulations on being reunited.
Having finished storing 100 healings jutsu, she puts all of that hidden chakra into her fists and sends the cuffs flying.
Sakura cha!
She punches through the roof, because apparently escapes are just that easy for Sanin level ninja. Where she's met with Ino and Sai, who are literally just about to bust her out. Sick timing, guys. The ANBU's secret underground warehouse is revealed, and so Kido's faction leap out across the roof, ready to capture the witnesses. Poppin' pills, nine-tail cloaks everywhere. This time our matchups are Sakura versus the ANBU leader Kido, and Sai and Ino versus the medical ninja Megire. Both are undeniably high jonin, with the elder one possibly being stronger than even Kakashi when he sprouts his tails. Megire sprouts 6, whilst Kido has the power level for all of them. Luckily, our 3 heroes are quite a bit past basic Chunin level these days. All 3 of them wreck the ANBU because they were stupid enough to fight these guys at close range. Sakura, we're never gonna beat them this way. We need to split them up. Go to Hinleaf Forest. Kido tries some shit talking, but at this point, Sakura's just ignoring the guy. Kido might be strong, but his plan with Sasuke failed completely. He misread him.
Lightning style, chasing thunder!
Tiny bolts spring around the forest. Sakura clings onto the trees, evading. Cherry Blossom Crash! Sakura lands a direct hit, but the tailed beast chakra regenerates him immediately. The enemy heals. So that's Sakura's only line of attack gone. Kido showcases a new awesome jutsu,
Lightning style, bear trap!
which flies at Sakura, her chakra-filled hands barely managing to pry it open. Sai, meanwhile, is not messing around. Fujin and Raijin are right on the field. Megire has a fighting style that is part medical ninja, poison kunai, and part, hey, I shoot tailed beast bombs, that's just something I do. So Sai and Ino have their work cut out for them. But Ino and Sai's next strategy, though, is so sick, I don't even know how to animate it. Smoke bombs. Out of the mist, Megire shoots the lions apart, splashing ink into his own eyes. Sai dashes in, but gets blasted by balls of light as his ribs bleed. 2 QB arms hold him in place as a single real falcon flies in, holding a poison kunai in his claws. No, it's not the forces of nature joining the battle, but Ino in mind transmission. Do birds have chakra? Ha! So you swagged my kunai from me, did you? It seems you're overlooking one thing. Poison users always carry the antidotes. Gosh, I hope that antidote works. Having replaced it with my own aesthetic and all. Ino wins. Coolest one-liner moment award goes to the Yamanaka. He takes the serum and paralyzes himself. Sai brings Fujin and Raijin back into play and steps on him. Yeah, he's fucking dead now. Sakura, on the other hand, is not having as much fun. Her fight isn't exactly as well choreographed because all she can do is punch, and the other guy has self-healing armor, so it's very repetitive and exactly what you think. Sakura-cha, Sakura-cha, Sakura-cha. Heal. Sakura-cha, Sakura-cha. It's like watching me try to battle an actual tank. A tail plunges through her stomach. She ignores it and keeps running through the arm. I won't die! Mitotic regeneration. The Byakugo keeps her reforming. Her strongest attack, she slams punch after punch into him. Even now, get this, here's a line from the actual novel. Was pummeling Kido's hard outer skin making her think of her love for Sasuke? Sakura tanks a tailed beast bomb close range, which you've actually got me as a pretty badass feat. Good job, Sakura. Kido's armor has stopped fixing itself, due to the cells dividing and dying. This is fancy medical speak for I hit you over and over again really hard. But hey, it is SAKURA HIDEN. We shouldn't have expected anything different. Sakura delivers the final blow, and it's admittedly very, very awesome. Don't mess with a Sanin level ninja. The rest of Kido's men, upon Kido's defeat, evacuate the village with stashes of the drug, but by the time the 6 of them fly over, they see all the men knocked out. Traces of genjutsu and fire style. I think someone's beaten us to it. Wait, you don't mean Sasuke? The real one? Right, which means that Sasuke came back to the village, which means A, Kido's plan actually did work and he would have won. B, Sasuke was literally next door and didn't stay. Yeah, no dimension traveling excuse. Sasuke literally just couldn't walk 5 minutes and drop in. Classic sausage, you actual piece of shit. And with that ends Sakura Hiden. Good things coming in her future? Yeah, maybe. Oh man, that girl's gonna get hitched up. She's gonna get that Uchiha D, and she's gonna create the most beautiful princess known to the ninja world. All in all, it's a good read. It's a bit repetitive as all of these books are, and Sakura is nice to see as a main character, but god for Sasuke you slutting. Ugh! Getting into Sakura's head is not a worthwhile experience. It doesn't add anything to the character like Kakashi and Shikamaru did. The fights are really fun to read, but it also could have been like twice as long. The book just rushes. You think I rushed it? They rush it. I'd say out of the three, it's probably the strongest entry, but go and read it yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching these overglorified PowerPoint presentations. I know it's not real animation, but god, they are so hard to edit. This one took me 5 days. Just go ahead, check out the other ones, or some of my other content, because I could really use it. Cheers guys, ciao.